You're watching The LizMani Show. What's up, everybody? Welcome to The LizMani Show. I'm your host today, Elizabeth Amani, aka LizMani. So for the newcomers, history of The LizMani Show, okay? The LizMani Show basically, started years back with interviewing people. Then I moved to blogging, giving opinions on different stories. Now I'm here bringing you those stories from blogging to video podcasts. So the way you and I are looking at each other right now, that's how it's going to be. This is a spot, okay, where we will discuss different topics from entertainment to lifestyle to relationship and so many other things, okay? And sometimes we get to bring guests from time to time to participate in the discussion. If we don't have guests, we'll have you, the viewers, give us opinion on any upcoming topic. So if you see any upcoming topic and you feel like you are interested, you can actually just email us, and then we'll definitely go ahead and make sure we validate your view on the show. And then majority of the time, we will roll out solo. It's always going to be solo. Hey, because sometimes you just got to ride solo, okay? I got to drink my cranberry juice. By the way, I got this cup from Amazon. It's really cool. Should get you one. All right. If you look at the bottom of the screen, you can see what's coming up. This show, I would like to let you know, it's about positivity, okay? We do not tolerate any violence, even though I'm a member of Gist Lover Violence Headquarters. But I want to let you know that we do not tolerate any type of violence. We tolerate violence, but not violence. We don't judge, no judgmental comments, no judgment anywhere. And we definitely don't discriminate. All right, let's get started. Today, we will be talking about hot topics. The first hot topics for today is Yul Edochie, May Edochie, and Judy Austin. I wonder why Judy Austin don't even have his last name yet. Anyway, if you're just watching, right, let me give you a little bit backstory with the whole Yul, May Edochie, and Judy Austin. So Yul and May, been married for years. They have kids, lovely kids, right? And then Yul was working with Judy Austin, very beautiful lady, okay? On-screen co-workers, and all of a sudden, out there, Gist Lover came up with a story about how Yul Edochie actually impregnated Judy Austin and now thinking about getting married to her. And allegedly, May didn't know what was going on in the background, and May found out on Instagram, just like the way you and I found out. All right. So fast forward, the whole thing kind of went really fast because I was like, what's really going on? Okay, fine. She got pregnant and then had a baby, married. Like in my head, I'm like, where was May in all of this? Like, I mean, it's not possible for May to not have actually heard that Judy Austin was in the picture. But then just so you know, there are some women out there that don't even know what's going on, but then we don't know, right? We don't know. All right, so since then, it has been really, really crazy for Yul, his presidential campaign, which he wanted to become the president of the president of Nigeria, and people were not having it. They were like, how can you manage Nigeria when you can't even manage your own family? May came into the picture. A lot of people sent love towards her. In fact, everybody was like, oh no, heartbroken. Your husband did this to you. And it was just a lot of chaotic. It was the environment was just too much chaotic. Okay, it was too chaotic. And then Judy Austin, on the other hand, was facing the backlash of home breaker, this and this. And, have you seen her son? So handsome boy. Now, we never, when adults are fighting, never ever bring the kids into the picture. Kids are definitely off limit. Fast forward to today now. So basically, they are all just, there'll be times that Judy Austin will comment on May's page. There will be no acknowledgement. Yul Edochie will comment on May's page. There will be no acknowledgement. And May was just basically getting all this endorsement and this and that. Now, May celebrated her birthday last week. And she basically posted on Instagram. She got lots of love from people. She went to, donate. She went to donate for a nonprofit organization. But what we did not expect, since all these things been happening to date, what we didn't expect is for her husband to show up. Watch this.
One brother join together.
No man can put us under.
The oracle has spoken.
So I said, let me come in today and support her.
All right. So while there, talk about reconciliation, okay? Let's talk about it. The video basically showed the husband there. A lot of people were commenting that they didn't know. Are you sure that this lady knew that he was going to be there? Some people were saying, maybe the husband didn't actually want any man to actually, enter her corner. So basically he had to show up. But how do we know that she didn't even invite him to come to the birthday? I mean, did you just hear about the birthday or maybe saw the flyer and somebody said, oh, your wife is here, doing giveaway. You should come. Oh, he basically, told us that they're still together. I mean, come on, people. We cannot discourage May from sticking beside her husband, regardless of what the husband did to her, because that's marriage for you. That's relationship for you. I mean, where do you want May to go with all these kids that she has now for this man? Do you want her to leave the man and go marry someone else? I mean, anyway, Judy Austin, I'm just trying to figure out here. Why don't you have this man's last name? I don't know. I don't get it. But anyway, people, please just let it go. You already said that they are living together already. May is still living under his roof, their house together. You understand? We don't know what's going on in the back end. We don't know if they had a meeting with Judy Austin. We don't know if maybe they are living separately with Judy Austin or what. We don't know. But what I want you to know is that please, Judy Austin is still human being. Let her live her life, okay? Let her live her life. If May Edochie decides that she wants Judy around and she doesn't want to leave her husband, she doesn't want to leave her husband. Nobody can actually take away from that, okay? This is why they say, don't enter into marriage matter. You cannot enter into marriage matter because at the end of the day, when they are kissing and lovey-dovey behind the scene, you'll not be there. I talk my own, I don't talk my own. Do you know what's in here? Cranberry juice. I need that sugar rush. All right, hot topic number two. Deeper Life Pastor Kumuyi warning church members not to chastise anyone not wearing scarf. I really like this. You know why? So when I grew up in Lagos. Shout out to my Shomolu people. All right. So I used to attend Deeper Life Church back then. I was one of those ones that would go on the street and preach. Don't play with me. I got my ranks, okay? I worked for it. I would go out on the street at 6 a.m. or whatever. I would preach on the street. I'm proud of it, by the way. Okay, nothing wrong with that. But let's get to the topic here. Pastor Kumuyi has been changing a whole lot of stuff now. We're trying to figure out, okay, why the sudden change? Because remember, the daughter got married and didn't follow the church protocol like we saw. So basically, I'm like, okay, now you hear that Pastor Kumuyi changed something and then he comes back again and then he changed something else. It's like, it's happening speedily, what's going on? So the most recent one is about the scarf and it's about women not looking attractive to their men. And all I could think of was back then when I was in Deeper Life Church, Shout out to my Deeper Life people. When I was in my Deeper Life days, I remember then we used to go to camps. We used to go to, we used to say, okay, don't wear earrings, don't dress like this, always wear all these baggy dresses. Your hair has to be some kind of way. Look at what I'm wearing now. But anyway, he said, you know what? Watch this video. We'll be right back.
Deeper Life, somebody is coming to our church and she happens to be a lady. And as we see her entering by that door, she has not covered her head. And so somebody will run there and bring out an extra scarf and give her and say, don't enter yet, cover your head. Well, to start with, we don't know whether she's born again or she's not born again.
All right, as you can see, he's very, very serious. He's very serious about it. I'm trying to figure out what changed his mind. And this is how you know the difference between church doctrine and Bible doctrine. With Bible doctrine, God clearly, stated this and this and this and this and how he wants us to live and all that. But with church doctrine, meaning the pastor sat down and said, this is how I want to run my church. And if you gotta have all this denomination, all this church in Shomolu, church in Agege, church in this, you still gotta follow that protocol. And now, I feel like there will be a lot of commotion. I mean, I love Deeper Life. I really like it. Deeper Life is actually a good church. You know why? Because back then, when we were growing up, we had to go to camps, and that camp period is like a life-changing event. Because when you go there, you get to meet other people. You get to be there. They feed you. They provide where you're going to sleep, where you're going to bathe and all that. And you get to hear the word of God. I mean, everything is just spiritual atmosphere. So, and we had to follow lots of rules back then. And all I can think of now is with this new rule of saying no scarf now, and then looking sexy for your husband. I mean, how can you be sexy for your husband if you don't? Okay. Calm down. Let's calm down. There are different ways to be sexy, okay? Sexy number one can be wear earrings, wear all these wigs, wear clothes, wear sexy lingerie. But he needs to kind of define what he means by being sexy or being attractive, his word, attractive to husbands. Because now these sisters that have been wearing this baggy and all that now, I have no idea what they're going to do. Good luck to them. Okay. And then church members now will be butting heads and what got into Agio's mind? What got into his mind? Why is he doing this? Why is he? It's like every Sunday now, you don't even know. If you go to Ayabo, which is where they have, you don't even know what Pastor Kumuyi is going to come up with now. Sorry, guys. And does he have any reason to lose members? Maybe. Some people will say, oh, Shebi was the one. Shebi, they said if we wear earring, we will not go to heaven. If we don't cover our head, if we don't do this, well, you have to decide, okay? But I really want to know how the whole church is going to stand with this whole changing of, the structure of how things work. Well, before we move to the next topic, let's take a quick break. We'll be right back. Welcome back. If you're just joining us, this is LizManiShow, and I'm your girl, Elizabeth Amani. Please, follow us on YouTube, follow us on Facebook, follow us on Twitter and Instagram at TheLizManiShow. Okay. I know, say I'm not one of those big ones where they do it now, but we need your support. Now, even if you don't like me, at least just click on. I like her. I like, not me, but you like the video. Bam, I like him. Nkechi Blessing. This one go hot. Where? I beg, wait, make I drink my cranberry. All right. This one is a very hot one because why? I like Nkechi. Nkechi Blessing and our ex, Mr. Falagan. Is that how you say it? Falagan? It sounds different. All right, let me give you a backstory. So when Nkechi Blessing got together with Mr. Falagan, right? Come on, we love Nkechi. Who don't like Nkechi? Make you raise your hand. If I see your hand there, if I see your hand there, what are your hands? I like Nkechi. Anyway, we looked at them and we said, okay, they're cute, they looked alike. And you know what they say about couples that look alike? Couples that look alike, they were meant to be together. It means love, all right? Everything was rosy. They were, out there, videos, pictures, showing the love. And, she went to meet him and he went to meet her and all this lovey-dovey. And then somebody served somebody breakfast. Oh, jeez. That breakfast was very hot because when they broke up, we felt it in our hearts because we really want the best for her, basically because of what she has gone through. She's been through a lot. Around that time that they were together or they got together, something crazy happened, allegedly in our family, that we saw online, and he was there for her. That we saw online, he was there for her. So when they break up, we really felt it. It was really bad. Everyone was just saying, why, until the interview started floating around, and the whole thing just got messy from there. From the guy, Mr. Falagan, going on platforms to talk about Nkechi. Nkechi didn't like that. Nkechi went on platforms and talk about him, and it was just back and forth. Now, they're back and forth with each other through third parties. It has really created a mess. They've been dragging this thing for a long time. They keep throwing jabs at each other. And we're like, is this ever going to stop? The guy is going to say, I'm not going to talk about Nkechi any longer. They have begged me not to talk about Nkechi. And then the next thing we're going to see, Mr. Falagan, hey, how was your relationship with it's like he moved with it. And then they asked Nkechi, how was your, and then okay. So recently Nkechi went to do this interview. Technically, what really got me in that interview she did was she said that she used the guy to get back with our ex. And that was like a dagger in my heart, even though my heart is not Mr. Falagan's heart, but I could feel the pain for him. But then, those are the kind of big words that they throw at each other. I really want to hope, this is my advice to you, Nkechi. My advice to you is, I know that you are a hot cake. You are so hot that nobody can come at you. And the reason why I said that is because as they're coming at you, you're coming back at them 50 times more. But one thing I want to let you know, Nkechi, is if you really, really want to get out of the scene of this whole Mr. Falagan and you want to move on, and then you want to concentrate on your family and, be better, I really, really hope any interview that has to do with your ex, Mr. Falagan, you decline it. When I say you decline it, if you have to go for any interview and they ask you about Mr. Falagan, decline it. Why? You have to create an atmosphere, a space of peace for yourself and your family. You understand what I'm saying? And then you have a brand that you have to protect, in the sense that the more you talk about Mr. Falagan, the more it gets your blood boiled. Except you still love him. Do you still love him? You said you don't love him anymore, right? So I believe you can stop talking about him. And then to you, Mr. Falagan, how are you? You need to also keep to your promise. Your promises, because you keep promising that you're not going to talk about her anymore. But then the moment they give you that opportunity like this, you are always ready to jab at her. It's time for you to both let it go. If you know that there's no space in your heart, Nkechi, there's no space in Mr. Falagan's heart for you guys to come back together, you guys please just stop talking about each other. So that way you guys can breathe fresh air and basically move on with your lives, right? Let's do that, you, because at the end of the day, nobody wants to go to the hospital for hypertension. Because when you go to all these places to do interviews about against each other, the next thing your heart start racing. Okay. All right, guys, how are we doing so far? Are you hanging in there with me? Okay. Hot topic number 4. Now, this one is a sensitive one, and I would really like to see how we can get this going with this particular one. This is our last hot topic for today. All right, let's talk about the Ekweremadu's daughter, Sonia, who actually came on Instagram begging for kidney donation. This is very serious, guys. Let me give you the backstory. So remember when her parents, remember her parents' situation in the UK, the former Senator Ekweremadu and her mother, Beatrice Nkechi Ekweremadu, they were facing, the trial in the UK over the organ harvesting plot. To tell you the truth, I was one of those people that was spreading it and saying that, this happened. And the prosecutors claim they plan to have his kidney removed so it could be given to their daughter. And also, that he refused to consent to the procedure after undergoing, tests at the hospital there in London. So, the case is still with the High Court and waiting to be heard next year in 2023. That was a mess. It was a whole lot of mess. I don't know what went wrong. I don't know who did what wrong. I don't even know who didn't do what they were supposed to do. But that was a whole lot of mess. I don't even know how Sonia is still standing by now. Somebody that is in need of kidney, and then the parents, I don't even know how they're doing it. My heart goes out to the parents. My heart goes out to whoever the donator is, the person that whoever the guy is that is donating, and my heart goes out to Sonia. To tell you the truth, okay. At that point in time when it happened, I didn't know who Sonia was. I didn't even know the name of their daughter because the parents actually tried as much as possible to protect her from the public. If you've been following their family, obviously you will know who she is, but for the fact that she needs donation for kidney, the parents were protecting her. Anyway, after this whole thing happened with the parents, and now the parents that were working for her to have the kidney are now, in hot water. So now she is coming out and she released a plea letter to the public for donation. Okay. I'm not going to read everything. I'm just going to show you some part of, what she said. She said, "Hi, Sonia, Ekweremadu hereby appeal to general public to come to my aid and save my life." She is 25-year-old and a graduate. Basically, she's letting the people know that under the law of England and Wales, organ donation must be purely driven by compassion and therefore no reward is involved. Finally, I have decided to commit and dedicate myself to helping people and all that. After she released that letter, we got 2 people that we saw online that came out to basically tell her that, look, we are ready to donate our kidney to you at no cost. There was a girl and there was a guy, and both of them said at no cost. Now, a lot of people were not having it. They were like, "Are you sure you want them to remove your kidney and you don't want anything? Not that later they will remove your kidney now and then you will come back later and say, maybe it's my kidney that was given to you that you are living on. Nothing was given to me. Oh, That's what people are actually saying. If you were touched, maybe you had a dream or something, and you feel like you really want to donate your kidney. For me, as I am now, I'm saving my own kidney. This thing is not funny, but I'm just telling you the facts, okay? If you are willing to donate kidney, I am pleading on Sonia's behalf. Please reach out to her. The email is right there. The email is helpsonialive@gmail.com. Please reach out to them and tell them that you want to donate your kidney. They will gladly take it. If God has touched your heart to donate your kidney, please do so for her. Okay? Please do so. It doesn't have to be these two people, these people that are saying they want to donate only. You can also try. What if it doesn't match? You can also try. Please, I'm pleading on her behalf. Go and donate kidney. Oh, please, we need kidney ASAP. Save her life if you can. But no reward is involved. Okay? Now, if we're not going to do reward for back, whereby somebody call customer and say, I beg, madam, I beg, me not give me money small. My house, my roof for house, don't they leak you? My children cannot eat you. Since I donated my kidney, I haven't been able to walk you. All that one, and I go handle her for back. You understand? So she's trying to avoid the situation that happened for, with her parents, to make sure that they're not selling, it's not like they're selling kidney and stuff like that. Okay. All right. Well, those are our hot topics for the week. And now it's time for random question and answer. Yay! All right. Every week we have this session called Random Question of the Week that we find outside. Okay. So here is a question from Pastor Shola's page. If you are not following Pastor Shola, you can actually follow him right there. That's his, you can see the picture. That's his Facebook account. So let's read this together real quick. Good evening, sir. I'm not going to read everything. I'm just going to, pick the point. Good evening, sir. Please, I want to confirm if I'm overreacting. I have a maid of 14 years old girl that is in GSS1. But, she's calm. But the issue is her husband is almost every night after dinner calls this girl to massage his leg. Oh. They might be there for 30 minutes. What kind of massage? What kind of massage are they massaging for 30 minutes to 1 hour? Even more sometimes. Sometimes he slept off there. I've talked to him about, blah, 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 blah. I fight with him, blah, blah, blah. I'm beginning to behave actually to this girl because of this. Even my husband and I behaves anyhow. Not only because of this, but with all these behaviors. Can you imagine last week I gave this girl money to barb her hair? When my husband saw her later, I said I was not going to read it, but this is too sweet. When my husband saw her later in the evening, he said, "You've cut your hair." Lord have mercy. You have cut your hair. Now, asking me if the cut is okay. I mean, these people won't kill me. Whereas for years, now he doesn't notice if I make my hair or not. This is happening. This is crazy. I'm not suggesting anything. I just trust him so much. But lady, please stop deceiving yourself. You are suspecting something, okay? Your mind is wandering around. It's wandering from left to right, from here. Oh my God. Oh, my body is hot. So does my husband like this girl? We're talking about a 14-year-old girl here. Now, I'm not saying you should trust and not trust anybody. Or human beings are always going to be human beings. We don't know. You and I don't know what's in our heart, but we know for sure that if things happen, you will open your mouth with bagada and say, "What? This person did this. What?" Understand why in any world we will have a 14-year-old, right, that is in GSS1 be doing. First of all, I'm not going to play the blame game, but I want to let you know that as the woman of the house, you did something wrong for allowing this 14-year-old to not only massage your husband, but continue massaging him several times per day or not every night or whatever for 30 minutes to 1 hour. You are aiding and you are aiding your husband to do whatever he wants to do, even if he doesn't want to do anything with the girl. But come on now, if somebody is massaging your leg for 30 minutes to 1 hour, what are you deriving from it? Let's call a spade a spade. I don't even understand why a 14-year-old will be doing house help. That thing is rampant in Nigeria. We need to put an end to it. I'm sorry. Sometimes we have parents selling off their kids to go do house girl, and they'll be maltreating that child. A child, 14-year-old is still a child. What are you telling me? That one is another topic for another day. But you allowed your husband or this girl to be massaging your husband. Should have been a no-no. You should have told your husband, if he wants massage, don't they have massage parlor in Nigeria where you can go to do your nails and they will massage your, or you go do massage session and they press your leg, press your back, press your... Do you see the way I'm eyeing you? Because what you need to do now, I'm going to tell you something. The reason why I'm answering this question is because I really like you. And if you mistakenly get to see this video, you have to put an end to that massage, whatever nonsense that is going on in the house. As the woman of the house, you have to take your place and end that. This kind of stuff should not even be causing any type of disagreement in your husband's house. Please, if you're not comfortable with this girl, please let her go. Because what's going to happen is that you start having this hatred towards this girl, and then you start misbehaving towards this girl. And before you know it, it's very, very possible for you to start abusing this girl. And that's not good for you, for the girl, for your home. So you have to make sure you tighten the bolt and knots in your household. Please. And whatever you have to do, right? Even if it's counseling or talk to your husband, for your husband to notice you when you cut your hair or whatever. You know, you trust your husband so much, but guess what? Does your husband trust himself? Does he trust himself when it comes to 14-year-old girl that is plump, still growing and body tight, everything, yeah? In your house, massaging for 30 to 1 hour. Anyways, at this point in time, I wish you good luck, ma'am, to you, your husband, and your household. That brings us to the end of this episode. Before we end the show, we would like to congratulate our diva, Tiwa Savage, for being the first, the newest Mac maker. Tiwa Savage, congratulations. She's created a limited edition for them, and we hope that this will bring nothing but good fortunes now and in future. If you enjoyed our show, please like us on Facebook, YouTube, and Twitter at TheLizManiShow. Also, be sure to come back next week for another discussion. This one is going to be very, very hot. Until then, I'm your girl, Elizabeth Amani, aka LizMani. Don't forget to always be you and stand out. Bye-bye.